welcome to the Sensory Tailors of Beverly Hills. My name is Jeremiah. How can I help you today? Perfection, something timeless, fun. Okay, this is a very important question. What is the occasion? A premiere party. Ooh, very nice, very nice. No, actually, I do these quite a lot. Yeah, no, I've done tailoring for both Matt and Ben. A couple of years ago, I did a measuring for Leonardo. Yeah, Jessica Alba's been in here before with her husband Cash. Anyway, so we were talking about, a Hollywoody vibe. Now, is the vibe more? Is it officially black tie, or do we have a little wiggle room, to play? We have some wiggle room. That's what I like to hear. That's what I like to hear. Well, for me, I mean, anybody can put on a black tux, And don't get me wrong, nothing wrong with a black tux. They can be incredibly flattering. However, what kind of color are we feeling like? Oh, the theme is a bit like Art Deco. Okay, that helps a lot. Okay, Art Deco theme. So we're going to see deep kind of rich greens, burgundies, gold, black, silver. Yeah. Okay, so we're thinking like 1920s, kind of like Art Deco, F. Scott Fitzgerald, kind of a ooh, I like this. This is fun. Oh, this is right up my wheelhouse. Okay. Well, pleasure to meet you. What was your name? I'm so sorry. Pleasure to meet you. Let's get things started. Oh, before I even begin, are you thirsty, my friend? May I offer you some kind of a relaxing refreshment, whether it be coffee, espresso, martini, whiskey, tequila, anything you like, of course. What do I have in whiskeys and tequilas? Well, I happen to have some very beautiful whiskeys. I have some Whistle Pig, Boss Hog. I have some Pappy 15, some Don Julio 1942. Little Don Julio. I understand. You've had the Pappy? It's overrated. I agree. I mean, don't get me wrong. The Pappy you would agree that it's delicious. It's a wonderful whiskey. But it is the hype around Pappy. I mean, it is what it is. Look, who am I to judge? I carry it. I enjoy it. But, is it better than something else at a quarter of the cost? I don't know. That is not for me to judge, darling. A little 42 for you, and neat perfection. Like your tequila sommelier, just the bottle you've requested. About us, may I ask? Oh, nice. You're friends with Billy Bob. I love that guy. He is just, I don't know how else to put it, genuine, there are some people that when you meet them, salute, my friend. There are some people who, when you meet, they are who you think they're going to be. You know, they're just kind and generous people. And yeah, he's one of those. You know, I've seen him stop and talk to multiple people who have walked up to him and, you know, asked for a photograph and asked for, you know, autographs aren't really a big thing anymore. People will just, you know, they'd rather just have a selfie. But he's just incredibly nice, you know, as long as, I mean, I've seen him get stopped on the street here, and he'll just be super kind and shake their hand and take a selfie. Anyway, I'm glad he's a friend of yours. Fantastic. So, okay, Art Deco. Do you want to go? We are going suit. Okay. Interesting. I like it. And again, we're in the world of kind of Gatsby, you know, F. Scott Fitzgerald, like the cover of an Ayn Rand novel, you know, that kind of exultant, Art Deco vibe. Okay, great. Well, let's get some measurements, and then we'll talk colors and fabrics, and, you know, do we want to go, you know, we could go super lean, you know, as that was the one thing about, like, that kind of, you know, 1920s Art Deco. You can go a little boxier, or we can go live, you know, lean, and kind of, you know, Tim Burton vibe, if you want. There's a lot we can play with here. But without further ado, I like to start at the top and work my way down. If that works for you, fantastic. So, just in case we want to do something for the head at some point in time, I always like to have every measurement on file, okay? As one never knows how one may want to accessorize in the future, darling. Okay, so we're going to go right here around the crown. Very nice. And just go ahead and relax your shoulders. I'm going to go from neck to shoulder. All right? And neck. Good. And other side. And perfection. What's today's date? Good. And the left shoulder, and the right shoulder. Very good. And let's do shoulder circumference. And there we go. Perfect. And I'm going to lift your arms for me real quick. I'm going to go right around the chest as well. Thank you. And okay. And actually, do the same thing and make sure you fully relax. I don't want any. Don't puff up at all. I just want you fully relaxed. Arms down, please. Well, there we go. Even hand, arms down. Very good. And great. biceps. So, do you mind holding out your left arm for me just like that? Thank you. Okay, and the same on your right. And, okay. Let's go. Left bicep one. Okay. Right bicep one. Stuck. And let's measure your waist. Is this where you want your trouser to sit? We can. I'm gonna measure right here. Okay, good. I'm also gonna measure a little bit higher. Okay, we can also go here. Okay. And the thing is, there's no right or wrong answer there. It just creates a different silhouette. It's a different drape. And we'll see which I'm gonna make both for you. There's something about it. I think the higher waist is coming back. It just makes for interesting silhouettes. But we can also do I'm also going to show you the lower cut as well. Okay. So I'm going to call it high waist. And the low waist. And measure your left leg from hip to ankle. So just hold still right there, please. Hip to ankle. Okay. And right leg, hip to ankle. Inseam. So I'm going to hold this right here. Pardon my reach. Or don't. Up to you. And thank you very much. And right inseam. Very good. And I'm also going to measure your ankles. Because we can either go wide or tapered. Again, Art Deco gives me a lot to play with shape, angles. Triangles are very popular within Art Deco. Different kinds of triangular shapes and rectangles and polygonal things. There's a lot of things we can play with. And just hold out your left ankle for me a little bit, please. Thank you. Perfection right there. Wonderful. And your right ankle. Right there. Okay. Those are the basics. Now I want to talk. Shape and color. I love your body type. There's a lot we can do. Whether kind of going like, Grand Budapest Hotel to Tim Burton Gatsby to Robert Redford in Great Gatsby. And I want to go, hear me out. I'm thinking, we could go two-tone. Unsure about two-tone? Well, with your complexion, I think green and gold are gonna look beautiful on you. So I'm thinking green with gold, and I can either do gold with green lapel, green with a golden tan lapel, or we can do kind of like a deep forest green. We can also do. We can live in the world of black and white. And don't get me wrong, I love black and white. Black and white can be very dramatic. It can be very fun. I think it's a little bit more playful to have a little more color. This is my take. But ultimately, this is something for you. I don't want to make something so avant-garde that you can only wear it the one time. Although, perhaps this is a one-time article of clothing. Maybe not. Totally understand. Well, if this is a true one-off, that does give me even more room to play. And do you want to be turning heads? Do you want to blend in? Kind of somewhere in the middle. Yeah, okay. So you're with me though on keeping in the realm of not black and white, right? Okay. I also want to maybe do accents of burgundy. We can do blues. If I did blue, however, it's gonna be more in like the land of like river rock blue, darker than this for sure. This is a lighter. I'm thinking more like not navy, like blue gray. And in fact, I realized I've forgotten one measurement. The groin. One sec. There. Don't mind, do you? And I'm gonna loop this, give a little loop-de-doop. We're gonna catch this on the back of your tailbone, and gorgeous right there. And let me know when you can feel right about there, yes? Okay. And perfect. Okay. So we certainly want structure now. I'm definitely thinking fully canvassed. I'm thinking wider lapel. Okay. So let's go with a wide lapel. And I often recommend single-breasted. It tends to be more versatile for multiple occasions. In this instance, however, I want to go double-breasted. Okay? You're with me? Good. We're going to go double-breasted for this. In the back, we can either do a single vent down the middle, or we can do double vent, depending on the aesthetic and how long I want to go. I'm picturing this jacket completely covering the waist. Now, the usual kind of rule of thumb is if the jacket hangs, that it comes right down to like you can curl your finger underneath. We might go a tickle longer on this, just to give a bit more of a dramatic silhouette. So I'm gonna go a quarter long. I'm gonna go a quarter long past the fingers. I'm gonna go single vent in the rear. Let's go single vent. And some kind of a waistcoat, yes. Well, the nice thing too about a waistcoat is if you get too warm and you want to take your jacket off, you still have style happening. I'm just a fan of more playful things we can accessorize with. Okay. And in fact, now I'm thinking burgundy is our main color. And I'm thinking a gold waistcoat. And I'm thinking a very, very subtle paisley texture. Okay, subtle paisley texture within the burgundy on the jacket. Subtle paisley burgundy within the waistcoat. Probably a black, some kind of a black shirt underneath that. Where then I can maybe do the tie, can have like a green and gold. So we have burgundy, gold, black, and green. It'll be a bit dramatic. It'll be a bit dramatic. No, it won't look Christmassy. It won't look Christmassy, I promise. No, I promise. The green will be subtle. Okay. Yes. And then, so actually now we're going to do burgundy on a gold waistcoat, gold vest, black shirt, tie, black and green, green with gold fleck. I'll have options. We're gonna play with that. The tie is an accessory we can dance around. I have a lot of very, very interesting ties we can look at. Don't you worry. We're gonna be looking in the green, gold, black. Okay, and this is double-breasted, quarter long past the fingertips. The lining. I'm gonna surprise you. So, okay. So this is gonna be our start for day one. I'll plan on having you back. Can you do next Friday? Okay. So if you come in next Friday, 11 a.m. work for you? You have an appointment. Is your morning free? Your afternoon is better. Can you do, how about 3 o'clock? You can do 3 o'clock, okay. Let's do 3 p.m. Next Friday, and your phone number. And wonderful. shoot you a text when I have the preliminary concept put together. But I'm very excited about this one. I'm very excited about this one. I'm going to have several different jackets I am going to do. I'm going to create a bit of a collage, and we'll see which one, truly strikes you. Because it's one thing to have, a concept, and it's another thing when you actually put it on. Sometimes we have a wonderful concept in our head, and when you put it on, it doesn't quite work. And other things that you thought were like, there's no way. But you know what? I'm here. We'll try it. And sometimes those end up being the little diamonds we weren't expecting. So, yeah, fashion can be kind of a weird dark art, sort of a mystery. Yeah. Wonderful. Well, it was a true pleasure to meet you. Tell Billy that Jeremiah said hi. And otherwise,